There are exactly 10 jobs that are not going away someday. They are going away by 2030. Not by 2050, not by 2040, by 2030. And this is not one guy on the internet saying it. The World Economic Forum, Goldman Sachs, McKinsey, and Oxford University all landed on nearly the same list. You have probably worked one of them. Your parents almost certainly did. And your kids may be studying for one right now without knowing it. So today I am walking through all 10 in the order they are going with the actual data, and I will tell you the part the headlines leave out, because here is the number nobody explains properly. The World Economic Forum says 92 million jobs disappear worldwide by 2030. What they leave off the headline is that 170 million new ones are created in the same window. Goldman Sachs says AI could expose 300 million full-time jobs to automation. That word, exposed, is doing a lot of work, and by the end you will understand exactly what it hides. Let's count. Number 10. Data entry clerks. Automation risk near the top of every list ever made. Software now reads, sorts, and enters thousands of documents an hour with fewer mistakes than a trained person. The government's own labor projections say this job shrinks about 26% over the next decade. Here is the part to notice. The industry that invented this job in the 1970s is the same industry deleting it now. That is the pattern. Watch for it because it repeats 9 more times. Number 9. Telemarketers. Oxford's famous study gave this one a 99% automation probability, the single highest score of any job they measured. AI voice agents now handle the calls, the objections, the callbacks, the closing scripts. And the person on the other end usually has no idea they are talking to a machine. That is not an accident. Companies do not announce the switch because a voice that sounds human sells better than one that admits it isn't. The number 9 job on this list is already invisible to the people it calls. Number 8. Customer service representatives. This is 2.8 million American workers, the largest single group facing near-term pressure. And this is where I show you the whole story in one company. In 2024, a firm called Klarna announced its AI was doing the work of 700 full-time agents, cutting the average wait from 11 minutes to under 2. Everyone posted it as proof the humans were finished. But watch what happened next. A year later, the same CEO admitted they cut too deep, the quality dropped, and they started hiring people back. Remember that, because it is the difference between exposed and gone. Hold on to it. Number 7. Bookkeepers and accounting clerks. AI accounting tools now handle transaction sorting, reconciliation, payroll, and basic reports for a few $100s a month. A human bookkeeper costs a firm $40,000 to $60,000 a year. The math ended that argument on its own. Nobody is firing bookkeepers out of dislike. They are doing it because the software does not sleep, does not take vacation, and does not miss deadlines in tax season. Government projections show the role shrinking quietly in every accounting office in the country, right now. Number 6. Cashiers. This one has the largest raw number on the entire list. Labor projections show cashiers losing around 314,000 jobs by 2034, the biggest single drop of any job in America. Self-checkout is not a convenience feature. It is a workforce plan. Installations are climbing from 280,000 machines to an estimated 450,000 by 2028. One of the most common first jobs in the country is being phased out one aisle at a time, and no chain has ever said it out loud. Here is where most people expect this list to stop. Cashiers, call centers, data entry. The jobs everyone already worried about. Real quick, if this is landing, hit like, share it with someone whose job is on this list, and subscribe. I break down one of these every single week. Numbers 5 through 1 are where this stops being a checkout counter story and walks into the offices people thought were safe. Number 5, paralegals. AI tools like Harvey and Co. Counsel now review contracts and run legal research in minutes. Oxford rated the role at 94% automation potential. But here is the honest catch that tells you where AI actually stands. A Stanford study found these legal AI tools still invent fake information between 17 and 33% of the time. So firms are not deleting the whole role. They are shrinking the headcount and paying the survivors less. That is the pattern to expect across every job left on this list. Number 4, translators. Routine business translation, technical documents, standard communication, almost entirely handled by AI now. On freelance platforms, translation work dropped roughly 20% after ChatGPT, and rates fell with it. Human translators still matter for court, for medicine, for diplomacy, the rooms where a mistake costs something. Everything else is finished. This was a solid middle-class trade for 40 years. The middle of it disappeared in about 3. Number 3, copywriters and content writers. This is why the Writers Guild went on strike for 148 days in 2023. That fight was not really about pay. It was about the right not to be replaced. Marketing teams now generate blog posts, ad copy, and product descriptions at a fraction of the old cost. One major research firm projects U.S. ad agencies will lose tens of thousands of jobs to automation by 2030. But notice which writers are safest. The ones doing genuinely original work. Because originality is the one thing the machine still cannot fake. The people who only wrote to a formula are the canary. The ones with a real voice are not. Number 2, junior market research analysts and every entry-level office job like it. This is the pattern that should scare you more than any single job. AI is not eating the top of the org chart. It is eating the bottom. It eats the entry-level role, the one where people used to start and learn, which means the pipeline for the next generation of senior people is being erased before those people can even begin. You do not get fired. Your job simply stops arriving at your desk. Number 1, junior software developers. This is the one nobody wanted to hear. In 2025, the CEO of Anthropic, one of the leading AI companies on Earth, said AI could be writing essentially all code within 12 months. Now, 6 months later, that had not fully happened. The honest figure is closer to half, but the entry-level damage is already here. U.S. software engineer job postings fell by nearly half from their recent peak. A Harvard study found junior developer employment dropped about 10% at AI adopting firms, while senior employment held steady. The industry that told every kid to learn to code is now the same industry replacing the kid who did. That is the list. 10 jobs and one thing they all share that matters more than any percentage. Every job on it is routine, structured, and easy to check. Work a machine can repeat all day without judgment. So which jobs actually survive? And is any high-skilled job truly safe? Even a surgeon? If you want the honest answer on the one job everyone assumes AI can never touch, watch this next. Will AI replace surgeons? The honest truth. Here is what the safe jobs have in common. They need physical presence in a messy room, real empathy, licensed judgment, and accountability when a decision costs something. The nurses, the electricians, the plumbers, the therapists, the skilled trades. In fact, nurse practitioner is projected to be one of the fastest growing jobs in the entire country, up 40% by 2034. Even the CEO of OpenAI said the job he is most confident AI won't take is nursing, because people want a human in the room. So now you know what is going away, in what order, and why. And you know the word exposed was hiding the truth all along, that exposure is not the same as erased, and the people who adapt are not on anyone's list of losses. Subscribe if this showed you something the news never will. I cover one more of these every week. And tell me in the comments, which of these 10 jobs are you in right now, or which one is your kid studying for? Put the job and the year next to it. I read every reply.